So next problem is design DFA in which input is valid if it contains at least 2a's, exactly 2a's, at most 2a's over input summation is equal to a comma b. So input is given to us as a comma b. So in the logic part, we'll write the input first. A comma b is the input. Then the question is at least 2a's, exactly 2a's and at most 2a's. So all these three same transition table can be used for addressing all these three. So we'll see how it is done. Q0. So our states here are based on number of A's that we encounter in a string. Here there is no constraint as such that the A's should be together or they cannot be together. Here the instruction is it can be together or it can be separate also. So number of A's present in a string. So we'll base our states based on that. So number of A's that are present in X, that is the string. So if the number of A's are 0, so it is indicated by Q0 state. The number of A's, if it is 1, it is indicated by Q1 state. The number of A's are 2, it is indicated by Q2 state. And Q3 is a state that indicates the number of A's are greater than 2. Because here the condition is based on 2 A's. So based on that, we choose the states. So Q0 is the start state indicating number of A's present in the string is 0. Q1 is a state indicating number of A's is 1. Number of A's is 2 is the state Q2. So the string, the Q versus summation, that is the state versus the input. So initially there is nothing, A comes in. So this indicates that 1A has come in. So 1A is given by which particular state? Q1 state gives 1A. Now B comes in. There is nothing, but a B has come in. So B has come in means the number of A's is 0. So it is given by the state Q0. So here we are not searching for a substring. Here we are counting. Indirectly we are counting. Q1 is a state where already one A is present. So it could be A, B like this. Another A comes in. So we indicate that there are two A's here. So we go to the state Q2. Again, A, B is present. Number of A's is 1. B comes in. So we'll get A, B, B. Number of A's will remain 1. It is not changing. Number of A's, suppose we have A, B, A, another A comes in. It has become more than 2, which is given by the state Q3. So we move to the state Q3. A, B, A is present. Another B comes in. So when B comes in, the number of A's remain 2. So we write it as Q2. Now we are having a string where the number of A's is greater than 2. We are in Q3. Like this, another A comes in. So we'll stay in the same state Q3. Now we are having state in which we are having 3 A's, B comes in, still we will stay in the same state Q3. So once we make this table, it will help us in taking care of all the three questions mentioned here. So there is a third subpart. Here we have seen first, second, and this one is third. So what we are doing here is, based on the question, we will be defining the final states. Start state is Q0. First question says at least 2A's. So our set of final states for first subproblem, at least means either it can be 0. No, it will not be at least 0. Means at least means 2 or more. So we can have Q2 and Q3. So we'll have Q2 and Q3. This indicates this will be the final states for our first sub problem, at least 2a's. Means Q2 there are at least 2a's, Q3 there are more than 2a's. That is at least 2a's. So in first case, the final state will be Q2 and Q3. So this is where we have to be careful, where the final state would be. Exactly 2a's. In that case, we have Q2 state, which indicates there are 2a's. So that will be the final state for sub problem 2. For sub problem 3, we have atmost 2a's. So atmost means here we can have either 0 or 1 or 2 maximum, not more than that. So we'll have Q0, Q1 and Q2. So these all will be the final states for this particular problem, sub problem. So at least whenever it is mentioned in the question, this is also a contains type of a problem. If it is mentioned at least 2a's, so we'll have Q2 and Q3 as the final state. Exactly 2a's, we will have Q2 as the final state. At most, we will have 0, 1 and 2. So the main important part here is we have to take care of how the state should be. So it is based on the number of A's that are present in the string. It is not a substring that we are finding, just we are counting the number of A's. So this type of question, we have to be careful, and based on that, we have to choose the right final state.